Welcome to Wednesday night skill building. My name is Debbie Barnett, and tonight is all about helping you guys build your Mahjong skills. We have a lot of fun, of course, from the very beginning, forming our tiles, deciding what to pass during the Charleston, what we're keeping track of, switching hands out when we need to, and all of that fun stuff. And before I head over to I Love Maj, for anybody who's just joining in watching on YouTube, welcome. Thank you for joining in tonight. And I'm going to explain how the rotation works at an in-person game when you're playing. So the East who starts out plays the first game, and then of course you rotate the dice to the right, and then you have each one of the players will be East. When you get back to the East player, East gets up, takes the dice with him or her, and moves with the player, rotates positions, or switches, I should say, with the person on their right, and then starts again being East. And then it goes around for 4 games. And then again, when it gets back to that original East, they go ahead, actually they call it pivot, with the person on their right. So East is always rotating or pivoting with the person on their right. Everybody gets to be East once every 4 games, so nobody ever misses out on that if you're doing that pivot right. So try that out, Phyllis, when your next game comes up. But I'm adamant about doing that. Everybody passes differently in the Charleston. You don't want to be receiving the same passes throughout the day from the same players. This gives you a chance to have that change up. Any questions about that? Hello, everybody on YouTube. Welcome as well. All right, so here's the game Launchpad at I Love Maj. You know, it's funny when you listen back your videos when you're editing, you hear certain things, and I always say, here we are at I Love Maj. I need to somehow change that up. We are now at I Love Maj, and here is the game Launchpad. Okay, that was slightly different. So I Love Maj is a great site if you haven't tried it out. I always put the link and information in my YouTube replays when I upload them. They are the only site that has Siamese Mahjong, which is such a fun game, and we do Siamese on Sunday nights. It really is a great way to help you learn the card. Of course, it could be a bit overwhelming, and of course, there are some different strategies with with Siamese, but those all come with it. And a lot of times you figure out some of those strategies when you do something like use all your jokers very quickly, and then you have none for the other hand that you're working on. Little things like that. But it is a lot of fun. And I am in the 4-player version right now, and we're going to be playing with bots. And I do want to mention just quickly about the exercise room. Great place to come in and hang out. It's going to help you learn the card, practice the Charleston, help you figure out what other players are playing when they have exposures up. All of those things are definitely important parts of the game. And when you're first starting out, you know, there's so many things that you have to think about. So some of those will come in time. And as you get to feel more comfortable with the rules and the card, you'll see that you'll open up to being able to learn more things like that. I'm going to keep it on the advanced bot mode for tonight's purpose because I want to have pretty heavy competition. I had a pretty good week last week. Sunday night Siamese was unbelievable. I mean, I couldn't lose a game. It was crazy. We'll see how it goes. We know it changes every week, right? Sometimes I get jokers, sometimes I don't get any, and sometimes I don't get any jokers. Maybe I get them during the game and I still win. So it's all kind of fun just to see what's going to go on tonight. We're going to launch the game. And whenever we have a newer player here, I do like to slow it up just a little bit. And I know all of my experienced players are very understanding about that. Keep in mind, have your chat ready to go. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to say, why did you do that? Or give me a hand suggestion. I am open. This is all interactive, and I want everybody to know that they can feel comfortable asking questions. That's what tonight's all about. If you can't get your questions answered, well, why are you here, right? You want to learn. So let's go ahead and start out. Make sure you have the 2025 card checked. I'm going to keep the auto timer off for tonight's purpose. Because I talk through a lot of stuff, but this is a good way to gauge how long it's taking you to make a decision on your discards. And as you know, I do talk a lot about the beginning, middle, and end game. Things change drastically when we get toward the middle of the middle game and into the end game, and we have to be a little more careful about our decisions and keep an eye out on things more carefully. Okay, is the sound good for everybody? Did you hear that first, Charleston? Well, perfect. Okay, excellent. Let me make sure I have my chat window open. Oh, yeah. Megan, I don't know if you saw Leslie's chat. You did? Perfect. Okay. Leslie put this together, I guess, a couple of months ago, is it now? And she organizes games online with other beginners. Great, great place. I forgot about that, Megan. So thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay, so here we start out with our tiles, and what do? We sort by suit to start with and take a look. I have no jokers. Yikes. Okay, well, I don't know. Maybe we'll look at a singles and pairs hand and keep that in mind after we sort everything out. As you know, I like to put my winds and dragons down at the end just temporarily. They don't always stay there for very long. And I like to concentrate, if I have multiples, on the multiple, because it is a strength. You've all seen once in a while, I might have two multiples and eventually one of them isn't working out with everything else I'm collecting. That happens. There is nothing set in stone in this game. So that's something you need to really know. It changes every game, every Charleston move, and every turn, every pick changes things up. But we do have a pair of nines. And so I'd like to look at the nines first. And, knowing the card the way I do, I can go through the different categories in my head. And I always say, learn the categories, be able to just say them 2025, 2468, any like numbers, quints, blah, blah, blah. Because that's going to help you not have to be concentrating and looking so much at the hands initially, but more thinking about collecting tiles toward categories. So do we have any other nines for any like numbers? And that's the only category on the left side that we could even consider. No, we don't have any more nines at this point. Doesn't mean we won't get them. Quince is not an option for me right now. No jokers. Consecutive run, I'm going to circle back to it like I usually do, just because it's so flexible. I want to see what other categories I can keep tiles for, and then we'll go back to that consecutive run category. So next category is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. And I am going to take my, whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Take my fives, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9s, and put them together just like that. I do usually like to put them in order numerically because that's how they're shown on the card, but things change, so they may not change. They may not stay that way. Now, looking at this here, I see that after I sorted my 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 odd tiles, I was left with my evens there on the right. And I've got some pretty nice evens too, but we can't keep both of these groupings. So what else could I add to the 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 tiles that may work out? Is there another category that there are some tiles here that I could keep? Well, what about 3, 6, 9? So I'm going to put those there as well. And now we could take a look at the consecutive run. When I collect tiles in the consecutive run, I try and keep tiles that surround the multiple. We can't go above 9. So in this case, it's going to be 4 or 5 tiles below the 9 if I have them that I keep. The only other one that I possibly can think of right now would be the 8 dot, because I have 6, 7, 8, 9, 7, 8, 9. I have runs with different suits. I'm not worried about which hand at this point, but I know that I could keep that 8 because that 8 may come into play. Very well may come into play. All right, now you all know I don't love to pass my dragons initially. Why don't I like to pass them initially? Because there's so many hands that have them. I just don't even know if I'm going to need them at this point. I don't want to hastily give them away and then find that I need them. But, you know, I mean, sometimes I think, oh, well, maybe I would like to keep my south because I know there's a 5, 7, 7, 9 hand. I can't keep everything. What am I going to get rid of? Look, I could make the right choice. Maybe it's not going to be the right choice, but the thing is that I already got a lot of things I'm keeping track of. So no matter what I end up passing, I'm hoping I'm going to get in some good stuff. Okay. So maybe right now, let me just check my text here. Oh, there's nothing else in. Okay. Maybe right now what I'm going to do is start out with this. And of course, if I choose to do that, I'll get in a bunch of wins on my next pass. And then I'll be like, oh, darn, I should have kept the south for the 5, 7, 7, 9. But again, I don't know. I just, don't know what I'm going to pass. Now, Phyllis said, what about the green? Should I pass the green? I don't know. It's a toss up for me right now between this and this. Which is a more benign pass, if we want to talk about that. This is probably more than this. You hear me every week say every pass could be a good pass, and that is the God's honest truth. This is any like numbers, line 1. I mean, I could find a hand or a category or something good about every pass, just about. Maybe on occasion, there'll be 2 tiles that have nothing to do with each other. But that's not the case all the time. So anyway, I'm gonna start out with this here. Let's see what happens. All right, I got a 3 in, which gives me another tile toward 3, 6, 9. I do have a 1, which is part of 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, but I'm not going to keep that tile. So I'm going to pass these 2 for sure. And the reason I'm not going to keep it is because I have more tiles right now that I could work with in the high end odds, 5, 7, 7, 9. If I could keep everything, maybe I would keep it, but I just think that this might be the best choice for me right now. And I want to take a look at what it looks like for 3, 6, 9, just to see what's going on. So in the 3, 6, 9 tiles, after putting them together, I have the making of an entire hand already, which is line 1. We'll call it A. On the left side, we'll call B the right side, so you know what I'm talking about. That's the making of an entire hand in that category. When you see and recognize that, that's pretty cool, because that could definitely be a possibility there. Not that that's going to be the do all end all hand, but it certainly is looking pretty right there. And I don't have any jokers. So in all honesty, I don't know. I still want to keep these for maybe the bottom concealed 369 hand. Who knows? Maybe it could be the third line down in 369. It could be for sure. So now I have to ask myself, since I got more of the another 369 tile, what tile am I going to get rid of? Maybe the 8. Maybe instead of concentrating on a run, maybe I won't. But I do have 7, 8, 9, which is a mixed suit run. But maybe I don't want to get rid of the 8. Right there. So maybe it's going to be the 5 crack. Maybe it's going to be 3, 6, 6, 9, the 5 crack or the 5 bam. Now, what one would be the more important tile? Maybe the 5 bam would be more important because I do know the card really well. That does help because I know that under 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, there is a hand 5, 7, 9 with the matching dragons. Maybe. I don't know. I think I'm going to try this. You know, you got to make decisions. You can't keep it all, right? So let's see what happens here. Now I got another dragon. Now I got to make even a bigger decision. Gee, this is going to be for sure, and this is going to be for sure. Wow, I am thinking I'm going to get rid of the 5. I do have a lot of the bottom 369 concealed hand. I really do. I'm missing a suit, but I do have a lot of it. So I'm not going to discount it because it's concealed and it is harder. I've made that hand quite a bit and I do like it. All right, so we're going to do this. I could do a blind pass, but I want to optimize how many I get in this time. So I'm going to do all 3. And I think I'm happy with what I'm collecting so far. So I give a 5 and I get a 5. Isn't that interesting? Wow. All right. Well, I'm going to continue the Charleston because my rule of thumb is if you have 3 tiles to pass, you're going to pass. There would be a definite exception if I only had 2 tiles to pass and had a flower that I was keeping in my hand that I was pretty sure I wasn't going to use. I would probably stop it because I do not like to pass flowers. They are a gift. They're in about 31 or 32% of the hands. I forget which 31. Anybody know, put it in chat. It's one of those numbers. I keep forgetting to look up that statistical data. All right, so we're going to go ahead and continue. Now, good. Perfect teaching moment here. Kurt, who is on my left, stopped the Charleston. If I were playing and doing an optional right now with my friend Kurt, I would just say no, thank you, because I don't want to give Kurt one more tile. He must have all the jokers, which I don't have. So I'm going to, I don't have to worry about it. I'm not sitting across from Kurt. And I think the computer is programmed, the game, that Amistad is not going to do a pass with Kurt, but we'll keep an eye and see what happens there. Annie did not stop it. So I am going to do, with Annie, I guess I'll do, let's see, I gave the 5 on my on my first left. And she would have given her second left, could have given it to Annie. I could possibly get back the 5 bam, but I think I'm going to not do that. So I'm going to go ahead and say 3 tiles. And let's see if I get anything new here. Well, I got a 6. I got the other suit that I said I didn't have. So let's look at that 369 hand. Bottom 369 concealed hand. There it is, right there. Pretty cool. Now, do I have to worry about whether I'm going to play that hand right now? Okay, somebody from YouTube said they aren't able to hear the game. Are you guys able to hear the beeping when the tiles are passed and stuff like that?
No.
You're not. Okay, hold on. Let me see if there's anything in here. Game volume. It is all the way up. What?
It's off.
It's off?
Or at least that's what I thought that meant.
Oh
no, all the way to the right.
Okay, all the way to the right. Uh-oh, what happened? I just heard Mahjong. Or something happened. I don't know what. I don't know why you're not able to hear it. Of course, you'll be able to see everything. Let me look at my regular computer volume. That's up too. All right, let's see what happens when the tiles are discarded. And then just let me know whether or not you can hear it. I'm so sorry about that. Yeah, okay, a couple people did say they can't hear the game, and I don't know why. All right, well, anyway, I'm not going to worry about what I'm playing because I have tiles to discard right now before I have to make a decision. Did you want to check
Check your speaker.
my speaker? Where? Here?
No,
Here? I checked that.
not that. There's supposed to be a bar there.
Oh, this one? My share?
Yeah,
Okay,
go to that one.
let me check. Hubby's troubleshooting for me here. Oh, that's it, right?
Should be.
Select a
Well, you're
speak.
sent to your speaker.
All right, let's try this. Tell me if you hear the east when it goes out.
No.
Did you hear that? East? No, you didn't hear that. But you can hear me still? Okay, good. Let me see. Select a microphone.
Headphones 127.
This one?
Select speaker head.
Okay. All right. Let's see what happens here. We're going to ignore this.
It must be.
Did you hear the 5 BM? When it said 5 BM? You did not.
In game setting.
Gee, I hate when this stuff happens. Select a microphone. That's my microphone. Microphone headset. Let me try this. Did you hear that? No. Can you hear me now? You could still hear me. Isn't that interesting? I'm changing all the different settings and none of them are working through the game. Let's see. Let's try one more thing. Microphone, audio, microphone.
That's Zoom, not the game.
Oh, it's Zoom, not the game. But I thought it was through the Zoom, but no.
Maybe in the game setting.
Okay. Well, maybe after this game, I'll look real quick. Okay. All right. Meantime, I'm going to ignore. And again, I don't worry about what hand I'm going to pick until I'm run out of discards and I still have tiles. Now, I do like to get rid of or discard whatever came in that last Charleston, and also any tiles that I'm not using that have never left my rack. Prioritizing discards is a definite strategy. So I try and go through that with you guys each week. Okay, we got our first joker. And now, obviously this is my last discard. So once I pick, either that's going to be a discard or it's going to fit into my hand. Then we're going to have to make a decision. And you see, I don't have to think much. I can play pretty quickly through the first 33 tiles or the first third. And now I got another tile toward 369. And so now I have to make a decision. Okay. Obviously 369 is the predominant category of tiles right now. That is definite. And also, one other category has now come into play just because we picked in the 9 crack. Does anybody want to put in chat and let me know? And then Linda on YouTube said that she noticed this on the YouTube replay on 813. Oh, okay. So on the 813 replay, we're traveling for the month of August. And so things definitely are not as they normally are. I apologize if the volume in the game is not working, but obviously this is a game of listening and looking. So try and watch for sure at that. Well, why did this happen here? I got something in the way of my screen share. Okay. All right, so where are we at? We are at the fact that I now have to make a decision. Did anybody put anything in their chat about, oh, I got lots of chats. Let's see. If I can find my chat window. Oh my goodness gracious, I got to tell you, sometimes technology is really crazy. Let me just see why this is not showing me my chats. There we go. I'm sorry. I'm not technically challenged. Okay, so let's see. We have consecutive run line 4. Consecutive run line 4 with the 3 singles, the flower. Was that before? That might have been before. Okay, no, yes, 369 line 4. Phyllis says 369 line 4. Yes. So we 100% are going to be looking at 369. So what I wanted to see is if you see another category that has actually come into vision because we got the 9 crack in. And Judy said that was before. Yes, thank you. Anybody see? And then Vivian, I see your question, so I'm going to definitely address that. Okay, I'll tell you the other category I see. I see any like numbers line 1. We need 9 dots, but it's all of this right here with the flowers. So we've got any like numbers line 1. We've got lots of 369 going on. And so therefore I need to have discards. So my choices, I'm going to concentrate on 369 and maybe any like numbers and get rid of the 7 crack and then the 8 dot. And that's what I'm going to do. Somebody said singles and pairs, Janet from YouTube, line 3, but it's weak. Yeah, it is weak. But we could always keep track of singles and pairs. But I did get a joker. Maybe I'll get more. Okay, so 7 crack. Okay, so there's a 6 dot. Of course, I would have rather had that come into my hand rather than discarded, but it got discarded. So it is way too early for me to commit to anything. I just say ignore, not even going to worry about it. And what did I do? I got a 6 dot and I just gave up one, right? But we never know what's going to happen. So here we go, 8 dot. Now, once I get in another probably 3, 6, or 9, as opposed to any like numbers, I'm going to have to make some hard decisions. Okay, can you guys hear me okay still? Okay, perfect. So I had a weird, my headphone just said power on, which is very weird. All right, obviously I'm not going to be calling that right now. And a joker. Here we are at the juncture we all love to be at, trying to figure out what hand we're going to play. Let's start from the very top of the 369 category to see how things look. So 3669 in cracks or in dots. So if I were to get 3 dots, I could do 3 dot, 6 dot, 6 bam, 9 bam. That's line 1A of 369. Line 1B is right there. You've got 3 suits in line 1B. The 3 and 6 are one suit, the 6 is another, and the 9 is another. So I've got that right there. That's kind of pretty. To be honest, that's really pretty. And we have 2 jokers. So that's makes it even nicer. I can call the 6 without any jokers, but we're still weak on the 6 crack to call it. The 9 bam I could call with a joker. I'd want that 3 and 6. I would like it to be a little stronger for sure. Okay, let's see. The next line down is 3 plus 6 equals 9. Of course, those plus and equals are just visuals to show that the first Kong plus the second Kong equals the third. 3, it would be 3 crack, 6 dot, and 9 bam. And we'd need flowers. And I also would need to cover that 6 dot with a joker 100%. We know that because I gave one up when it went out. So that would be that. And knowing I'd have to have a joker in that 6. And I need a pair for the flowers, which is a certain possibility. Okay, line 3 would be like numbers with the dragons. And right now, that doesn't look that promising to me because I don't have 2 groupings of, like I'd have to give away the 9 bams to do it with the 6 cracks and probably doesn't make as much sense to me. All right, line 4, 369. We need a 3 and a 9 on on both, on the first Kong and the last, and then the singles in between. We don't have that right now. So that's not making me feel real bubbly. What about line number 5? 369 starts out with a pair of 3s, 6s, and 9s. Again, that's pretty weak. Not too happy about that. But the bottom concealed hand is pretty darn nice. So I'm going to put that together as well. And then we'll keep that line 1 in mind and see what we can get rid of. So 3, 6, 3, 6. This is where it gets tricky. First line, we need the 3 and 6 crack, and we have the 6 dot already in place and the 9 bam for the bottom concealed hand. I would like to keep the 6 bam for a little bit if I could, but that's probably not as needed as that 6 dot is in that line 1. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get rid of, let's see, I know that 4th line in 369, we have the 369 singles, but I have 2 jokers only and no 3 dots right now. So I'm going to have to make a hard decision, and that's going to be the one I'm going to go with this time, the 9 crack. Okay, so I think I'm good. We have line 1A, maybe 1B, maybe line 1A, and the bottom concealed 369 hand are the strongest ones within that category right now. Let's see what happens. Well, there goes one less 6 bam for that left side, 1A. Now I have a flower, which I don't need for line 1, but I do need it for the bottom concealed hand. So that hand just got a little bit stronger, and it's really pretty. And so I can still keep track of line 1B, 3 crack, 6 dot, 9 bam, and the bottom concealed hand by getting rid of the 6 bam. And let's see, 369. Actually, I could even consider line 2B if I wanted to. Anything I don't need now that I get in, since I don't have to decide on which is a fresh tile because I want to keep everything, it's just going to get discarded unless I need it. Aha. Well, obviously for the bottom concealed hand, I cannot call it. I can call it for line 1, and it's the last 6 dot out. Where are we if we call that right now? Well, we're weak on the 3 and 6 crack, certainly. Yes, I have 2 jokers. Let's see how many tiles we have toward that hand. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. For the bottom concealed hand, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, anybody want to vote on this? Shall I go for the bottom concealed hand? Yeah. What the heck? Why not? Certainly, I would like this tile to call it, but I will know that I have to use this here, right? But still, look at that hand. It's way too pretty not to go for it. I'm sure you all agree. So I'm going to go ahead, and actually with the 2 jokers, it's 12 tiles I have. So here we go. Wait a minute, 12, 13, yes, 12 tiles toward that hand. So we're going to ignore this. We don't need that. And now I want to look at my 6 crack. I want to look at the table. There's a 3 dot out and there are no 6 cracks out. So that means I'm going to prioritize and get out that 6 crack. Since it's not on the table, I want to always get out fresh tiles early. Very important to do that. So here we go. Because your opponents are not, their hands are not formed. So you're hoping they're going to watch their tiles go out and they're going to be like, oh, there goes my tile. All right, here we go. Well, I'd like it, but I can't call it. Hoo-hoo. Mm. Oh, well. Oh, my. That's tough when both of your tiles, but that's kind of the fresh tile in reverse. That's other people getting out my tiles, and I'm not set to Mahjong, but I am playing obviously a concealed hand. Okay, 7 dots. Both are out here. 2 are out, so that means 1 left for Joker exchange. Kurt. Kurt's the one who stopped the Charleston. Oh my, he's playing the news hand. Okay, Kurt, I gave you the South. Remember, I passed that South? I know I got others, but the South was my title. All right, good job, Kurt. Beautiful. So that's the 5779 news hand. And then Annie is playing Quince line 1 with no jokers in her hand. Brave soul you are. What in the world? Okay, whatever. I'm not to question my bot friend's choices here. And then 2468 line 7 for Amistad. Struggling a bit there, Amistad. Sorry about that, but gee. So if we had a look at my hand was a close runner-up to Kurt's. There's only one winner. Oh my. Bye, Cheryl. Thanks for coming in. And sorry you have to leave early, but I will see you next time around. Okay. All right. So I'm going to just get out of the game real quick. I want to just look at my game settings. I'm going to stop sharing, and I'll be back in just a minute. Don't go away. Vivian, don't let me forget to answer your question about the difference between did you say stopping the Charleston? No, courtesy pass and blind pass, I believe. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, Randy.
I looked at a word you're saying.
You can hear me now?
Yes.
Good. Okay. All righty. You guys can still hear me? Okay. Megan, you can still hear me? All right. I made one change to a setting, and I hope it works. Welcome, Trinkets Treasures. I don't know what your real name is, but I like the name of that if it's your business. And welcome. So happy you're here for the first time. Okay, here we go. We're going to start the next game. And by the way, since I got out of the game, I won't be able to keep true track of the leaderboard tonight. Boo-hoo. Oh well, not a big deal. All right, new game.
First Charleston.
Here we are. All right. What is the difference between a blind pass and an optional pass? Okay, blind passes can only be done on the first left and the last right, which is the last pass of the first Charleston and the last pass of the second Charleston. So we have a first Charleston, which consists of a first right and a cross and a first left. And if you want an easier way to remember the passes, you can think of my friends, the Charleston brothers, Ralph and Larry, RAL, first right, across, first left, and then Larry is actually RAL in reverse, second left, across, and then last right. And the reason you would do a blind pass would be is if you have some really good tiles and you got maybe 2 hands or 1 great hand and you don't have tiles to pass, you could utilize that by taking what you do have and passing it. and then taking from your incoming pass from the player on your right for the first left, one of their tiles or two, however many you need to fill in, and adding it to yours and passing it on. Same thing can be done on the last right. You would take them from the incoming player on your left when they're giving you their last right. If it comes up during this game, I'll point it out again. The courtesy pass, most often called the optional across, and that's what it's called in the Mahjong Made Easy rule book. But through the years, they've used both terms, uh, meaning the same thing. And that is done with the opponent sitting across from you, where you negotiate how many tiles you want on that last seventh pass. Whoever has less to pass, they're the ones that prevail as far as what number gets passed. And a couple of things you saw that I mentioned, or you heard that I mentioned, if somebody just stops the Charleston, just say no thank you when it comes to that optional across or courtesy across pass, because you don't want to give them even one more tile that they need. And if someone doesn't stop the Charleston, goes through the whole Charleston, and they ask me for just one tile, I also decline it, because that's another indication that they probably have really good tiles. And I just don't want to give them one more good tile. Okay. And that's the honest to goodness truth. So, okay, here we go. Let's sort by suit. I have lots of jokers again, but I got some pretty multiples sitting right there, don't I? I'm going to move this here for a moment. Now I'm going to move my pretty 3 dots up to the front of the run, well, next to the flower anyway. So I'm looking at 3 dots, and I have, I know that it's not 2025, and I know it's not 2468. It could be like numbers, but darn, I don't have any other 3s. Wouldn't that be pretty if I did? What other category are 3s in? Could be consecutive, but let's bounce back to the consecutive after we look at the 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. We have a little bit, not so promising, right? What other category are 3s? 3, 6, 9, right? So we'll take 3, 6, we'll take our 6s. This is like a repeat in a way of what we just did in a kind of way. All right. And if I don't want to pass my dragons, I'm going to stick them over there so we could talk about the rest of these tiles here. Whoa. Now, I would not want to pass 3 4s. I don't mind passing 2 like numbers, but I really wouldn't want to pass 3 4s. So that wouldn't be an option for me. But do we need any of these tiles for a run? I mean, 3, 4 is a run, right? 3, 4, 5, 6 is a run. And then the question becomes, what do I get rid of and what do I not keep? I'm not feeling the 3, 6, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, but I will keep the 9 for 3, 6, 9. That gives me one more tile here that I could choose to pass. Thinking of a run, 3, 4, 5, 6, probably the 8 can go. Even if, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, that wouldn't really work. Beyond 4 numbers, you would need to be looking at line 1. So if I had 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I have to think 1 through 5 or 5 through 9. So that's not that great there. Okay, what else? Is my husband helping me too? Hopefully. Let's see. What other tiles should I get rid of or what should I keep? Maybe I would keep the 4. And the reason I say the 4 would definitely be a keeper is because there is a hand in consecutive that uses the matching dragon with 3 numbers in a row. So it could be 2, 3, 4, which would be nice. since I have the pung of threes already sitting there. So I'm going to do the 4 crack. That's a nice benign pass. Is it perfect? No, because 7-8 is consecutive, but it's pretty nice, I'd say. Better than some. All right, so here we go. Oh, I got a 9. Bam. I got a 2. I don't think I'm going to need that, even though I do know that 2 and 3 is consecutive, but I don't think it's as strong. I just can't believe we're in 369 again. There are some nights I'm never in 369 category, and look at this. It's, I mean, really pretty. Oh, man. All right. I'll do this, although I don't know that this is going to be my friend. Now, those are all the same suit, but they're not all in the same category, so I'm okay with it. Oh, I got a 9. Gee, I mean, something's saying to me, you're going to be staying in 369 tonight. Now, of course, that hand line number 4 that I think Phyllis suggested last time. Now I have a 3 and 9 matching suit. So if I got a 3 crack or a 3 bam, that hand would be pretty nice there. I'm going to go with this. I'm not going to keep the 4 because I have such great 369 tiles. I want to maximize what I get in. Oh boy, do I have some beautiful 369 tiles here. Am I going to continue? Yeah, because I don't have one hand. I don't have one hand. So let's see what I might want to do. Oof, I got to continue.
Second Charleston.
Well, I guess I'm going to have to pick one of these dragons. And if I have to pick one, it's going to be this baby. Am I going to even dare to think about the bottom concealed hand again and get rid of something else? Oh my God, I could. Let's see how it looks. 3, 6, 9. Oh my goodness gracious. Wednesday nights are all about giving me a run for my money. There's the bottom concealed hand again. And it looks really pretty. Well, I guess I can get rid of the 9 crack because I still, if I were to get the single 3 bam, that line 4 is not all that strong. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why I'm in this particular predicament again, but I'm going to pass this. Oh my. Oh my. Look at that. Oh golly. Second across. Now that hand would have been nice, but I'd have to give up on that bottom concealed hand. I don't want to. Yeah, I know. I'm looking at line 4. Line 4. What about line 4 if I were to get a 3 bam? 3s and 9s, 369. I mean, I have no jokers. And what about the line 3 singles and pairs? Oh, Janet confirmed I have the game sound now. Yay. So the little change I made worked. Woohoo. Oh boy. I have no choice, do I? Have to pass this. But I'm not look at that. 2, 4, 6. Oh my God. That's ridiculous. That's a whole hand. And look at how pretty that is. So I'm going to do 2.
Courtesy pass.
And I got that 6 back. So I could, if I want to now, keep an eye on line 4 and 369. And I also have the potential of line 1 there's always the potential of that Hong Kong hand. Even if I don't have any, I'm missing a grouping. I have a gap in there right now, but still, it's always a possibility. So what am I going to pass? Oh, what am I going to pass? Would there be any reason for me to keep the red? I could do one because Annie will give it to me. Yeah, I'll do one and I'll keep the other tile. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Annie, the computer will give it to me, but if I stop the Charleston, it will not. So, nothing. Okay, I'm east. I'm gonna discard.
2 bam. 4 crack.
Let's
2
see what
bam.
happens here.
6 bam. North. 2 crack.
Now, I didn't do the 6 bam because I was gonna keep that for a while, and now pretty much everything I get in is just gonna go right out.
8 dot. 1 dot.
Unless, of course, I need it. Like that. Okay, so let's put this over here or here. Put it here because it's definitely going to be needed. There. Look at how pretty that is. So I have to go for it. I mean, it's crazy. I could still do 3 plus 6 equals 9. One of the beauties of a lot of the hands is that I'm looking at the bottom concealed 369 hand and it uses 3 suits. Well, the second line on the right side uses 3 suits, right? So if worse comes to worse, I could always fall back on that. So at
6
least I'm
bam.
not putting
3
all my
dot.
eggs in one basket. Ooh, I would not call that for line 2B right now. No, not with only one joker.
No.
No, I would not.
Green.
That kind of says
2 bam.
got to go with that bottom concealed hand. Oh my goodness. 6 again. Something else.
6 bam. 4
Oh,
bam.
and I'm keeping the 9 dots just for a little bit because when I have a pair, I want to hold on to them for a little bit to see if when I do discard one of them, somebody might need it and call it and put it up with a joker, and then I get a little joker bait.
Red. Red.
Oh, look at that.
9 dot. 2 crack. 4 crack. 9 crack.
I need one more good pick
8 dot. East.
to be set for Maj.
2 dot. 9 bam.
Son of a gun. Oh, geez. My flower, that would have been good for line number 4. But I guess I can
9
hold it for
dot.
just a
9 bam.
little bit. Another 9
8
bam.
bam.
Look at this. It's the same situation I was in
7
before.
dot. Call. West.
A 7 dot available for joker exchange.
6 bam. 4 bam.
Boy, all the 6 bams and all the 9 dots I got, didn't I?
9 dot. Soap. 9 dot. 2 dot. 1 dot. 9 crack. 2 crack. 2 bam.
Okay,
8
next
dot.
round I'm going to get rid of
7
the
bam.
flower, even though
West.
somebody's going to call it with a joker.
2 dot.
Oh, maybe they will now.
Flower. Call. 3 crack.
With no joker.
Call. 1 bam.
Darn.
Red.
Got it.
I got what?
Flowers. Jokers.
There's a joke. There's no joker
Seven.
there. Yeah, no joker there. Okay, so 3 bam. Looks, sounds, smells fresh, and it is. So it's got to go. Goodbye.
3 bam. Mah Jongg.
And I gave her a Mah Jongg. At that point in the game, you have to throw it. It's so early. I mean, look at how many tiles were left. We had 55 tiles. We were just into the middle game. and it was Mah Jongg. But I was so close, you know, I can't hold on to that tile because it'll be more assured that I'll give it to her later. So you take the chance and it's fine. Okay, 1335 with the news. Very interesting. And then consecutive run line 2 for Kurt, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's the ping pong in the 2 suits. And consecutive run line 4 for Amistad with the singles followed by the next consecutive numbers in 2 different suits. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good job. All right, we'll start again. Oh my God, that was so close. So close.
First Charleston.
I got 2 jokers. I'm in joker shock. Okay, here's a good, I love it when we don't have any multiples because this is when we just separate it into evens or odds. And then start out with the strongest category, which is 2, 4, 6, 8, and decide what we're going to keep, if anything, for anything else. And when you keep 2, 4, 6, 8, it could turn out to be like numbers with 2s or 4s or 6s or 8s. I think, even though this is a pretty pass, I think I'm going to do this. It is a pretty pass. It's 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Oh, wow. Okay. Now I have to make a decision. So I have options, of course. What am I going to do? I'm going to take a look at 2, 4, 6, 8. And I have got to get rid of one of something. It's pretty much either kind of like to keep this and this, get rid of the 4. My thinking is that if I were to get a 6 dot or an 8 bam, then I would have 2, 4 crack, 6, 8 dot, or 2, 4 crack, 6 bam, 8 bam, which is line number 1B. But it still gives me options and flexibility for other things in 2, 4, 6, 8. But that to me is my best choice right now. Now I have a green. So now I have to take a look at what I'm going to do here. Boy, I wish those were. I wish I had more 6s for like numbers. But now I have my dragons, which have become pretty important here too. So now I could even think in terms of a dragon hand. With the 3 numbers in a row, line 2, winds and dragons. Oh my goodness. Let me see now. If I do 8's line, second line from the bottom with 8's and 2, 4, 6, 8, what the heck am I going to do here? And then I have my favorite hand, which is line number 4, which I do often make, 2, 4, 6, 8 with tongues. Okay, I need a vote. What do you think I should get rid of here? Oh, geez. Just see, I need a vote. I need a vote, vote, vote. This is really a challenge. I definitely, I don't know. 2, 4, 6, 8. I don't know if I should give up. I don't want to give anything up. I don't want to give anything up here. I want to keep it all. All right, give me a choice, guys. I could do a blind pass. Give me one tile right now to get rid of. I feel like I don't want to get rid of that.
6 p.m.
6 p.m. Break up the 6 p.m. Break up. My husband says break up the 6 p.m. Nobody has given me a suggestion. You guys, sometimes, you have a lot to say, and then other times I don't see you helping me at all. I don't know about that, but okay, I'm going to do the 6 p.m. and I'm going to do a blind pass. Now I see 5, 6 with the greens. Unbelievable. All right, well,
Second
this,
Charleston.
this could be a really tough hand going forward, but I'm going to see if I can make it happen. I'm going to keep that west too, if I can. Let's see. Uh, fours, 4 and 7. 2, 4, 6, 8. I think I'm going to do this. I'm really like, oh, oh, oh. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, I'm going to do 2. All right, so now what do I have? I have line 2, Winds and Dragons, 2, 3, 4, possibly. And I also have, wait a minute, how can I get rid of the 4 if I'm playing line 2 of Winds and Dragons?
That's right.
And line 4. So I have 2
Courtesy
hands there,
pass.
and I have my news. So now, really, that's a pretty hand, but I need a Kong of flowers. So I am going to keep line number 2 open. I'm going to do just one tile.
8 dot.
Oh, I hope I get
North.
another dragon, actually.
7 dot.
And I'll do the 7 crack because that came in at
7
the end.
crack. 7 crack. East. 2 dot. 8 bam. 9 bam. 1 bam. 2 dot. 7 dot. 8 bam. 4 crack. 2
Just
crack.
now, it's just like, will I get lucky? Will I not?
8 bam. 2 crack. 9 crack. 1 dot. 8 dot. 2 dot. West. 9 bam. North. 4 bam. Red.
See, I can play fast. I don't have to think too much. Oh, I really would like that in my hand, but let me see what would I do here. It's the first red. Can call it for a pun for line 4 with a joker, but I need a Kong of flowers, so it's a little early to jump on that. For line 2, I would need, it's weak for that too. I got to say ignore.
9 dot.
Good job on getting that fresh tile out early, my
3
friends.
dot. 9
You messed
crack.
me up a little.
4 bam. Red.
Oh, darn. This game sometimes I wonder. Oh, oh golly. Oh, jeez. If I had one flower, I'd probably go out on the limb and grab that one now for the corn in the second line. But I am in that right now. It's like, I can't, how can I do that? Oh, and if I ask you, what would you do? Are you going to give me a vote? Usually you're quick, quick, quick to do that. I have to use both my jokers for line 4, and I don't have one flower. For line 2, it would be a big risk. I don't even have one flower for the pair. Does it make sense? It does not make sense.
8 crack, 8 crack, 9 dot, 7 crack, 4 dot, soap,
Yeah,
call, 6 crack,
we'll take it. Ignore.
east,
Annie, may I have your joker, please?
joker
Thank
swap,
you. All right. Now I feel a little better about, but now see the sticky thing is that I'm going to have to call that red, the last red. Where is it? Is it in the end of the wall? Okay, so we've got one tile right now to get rid of, and
1
hopefully
bam, 2 bam,
I'll make that line number 4 work.
1 bam, 2 bam,
If I didn't take that soap, somebody else would have taken it as well. So I figured it might be the smarter move to do that. And I'm going to do, well, there is one more soap I could get. So I could
9
hold on
dot,
to 2,
3
3, 4
bam,
for a little bit.
3 crack,
There's 1 3 crack.
2 dot, 3 bam, 3 bam,
Still could be line 2,
9 dot,
but line 4 is certainly way closer.
4 dot,
Okay.
Two.
Because I could do 4 5 6 or 3 4 5. Okay.
2 crack, 7 dot, 4 crack, 5 crack,
Big choice.
Okay. Well, no, it's not a big choice. I can now, I would not want to call a flower and put up jokers, but if I had to, I had to. But if I got another flower, it would be the perfect situation because then I could use this guy here. So I am going for line number 4. It's final answer. We're doing it. Let's go.
5 crack, 6 dot, 5 crack, 3 crack, west, 3 dot,
Which means Annie is more than likely playing either line 5 of consecutive run, line 3 of 1 3 5 7 9, or maybe the 3 6 9 line 3. But with all my dragons and the reds out, I doubt it.
south, 7 crack, 3 dot, flower,
First flower out. With 36 tiles left, we're almost in the end game. None are out yet.
No.
If I call it, you know that they're going to take those jokers immediately. I think I need to wait on that a little bit. This is such a hard decision. And I know for the beginners, it's like one of those things where you're thinking, take it, but I can't.
3 crack, 1 crack,
Oops.
8 crack, 1 crack, soap,
Too bad I don't have one more flower. I would have called that and put it up with 2 jokers because they're not available. Too bad. Too bad I didn't have my pair of flowers. That could have maybe been Mah Jongg.
red,
Oh, okay. We're calling it. Okay, so we're calling that red for a pung, line 4, Winds and Dragons.
call,
Now we're
4
set
crack,
for
2 bam,
Maj. It's a matter of luck now. All this strategy and all of everything else already happened. So
8 dot, 5 dot, call, 9 crack,
all right. Uh, 2, 3, 3, 4, no, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. Flowers, 4, 5, 6. So we know that Annie's got 2 flowers. So that's line 5, consecutive run.
flower,
Ah, I got a freaking Mahjong.
Mah Jongg,
Finally. All right. Oh God. And I had to pull teeth for it, right? It wasn't like it was easy. Okay, so Annie, 4, 5, 6. You might be thinking, how did I know that so quickly? Well, with the tongue of 5 dots, looking at that hand, I knew that the pair had to be before the 5. That's how I knew that hand. That was that hand. It could only have been that hand. So let's see. 4, 5, 6. Okay. And then consecutive run line 2 for Kurt. Look at that. It was a race between he and I. He was playing ping pong on the left side. Same suit. 3, grouping 3, 4, 3, 4. Very nice. And then Amistad, consecutive run line 7. That's with the pair that can be in any position, although he's playing it exactly as it's shown on the card, but that pair could be in any position. And his hand was coming in very nicely as well. So he was very close. Nice. All right. Are you all ready? Thanks, Carol. God, that was like pulling teeth, wasn't it? Okay, let's start again.
first Charleston,
I've got 2 jokers. I will take my 2 jokers. Yay. Let's move these down here. And let's move our 4s here. And with 4s, I know it could be 2, 4, 6, 8. It can be any like numbers, but we'll move the 8 over. And it's not 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. Maybe quince. Maybe we could look at quince. So maybe we'll keep this because it could be quince. 3, 4. Line 2. It could possibly be. Never know. I'm going to keep this. 4s. No 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. No 3, 6, 9. All right. Well, we got tiles then to get rid of, don't we? It could be 1, 2, 3, 4 consecutive run. I might want to keep that. This is a pretty pass, but I think I want to keep all this. So hopefully you don't need all that, Annie, or Amistad rather. Let's see. We've got a 2. Works in 2, 4, 6, 8. I know I could do that. I got to figure out what do I want to keep and what do I want to get rid of. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4, 5. If I were to play quint line 1, I need the 5, don't I? If I play quint line 2, I need the east. Maybe I won't be looking at 2, 4, 6, 8. And if that's the case, oh, I don't want to get rid of this either. One, 2, 3, 4. 1 crack, 2 crack, 3 bam, 4 bam. Of course, it could be 1 dot, 2 dot, 3 bam, 4 bam. But 2, 3, 4, 4, 5. I think I'm going to do the 1. Little pieces of a lot of nothing right now, isn't it? Oh, 3, 4, 5. Quint line 1, right there. 3, 4, 5. Not bad. I also have a little bit of 2025 now, don't I? Oh, but I also have line number 2 of quints with the east. Oh, that's harder to make though, because there's 2 quints groupings. That's harder to make than line 1. So I think I might have to just kind of ditch that thought completely. And if that's the case, 2, 3, 4, 5 could be happening. I don't know. I'm gonna ditch that idea of line 2. Okay, so that's 1. Maybe this. Vivian, thank you for coming. See you next time. All right, so I think I'm gonna do, I do have a bit of 2025, and see, that would get me away from those 4s, but that happens at times. I'm gonna do a blind pass here and see what happens. Nothing,
Second Charleston.
but now I'm gonna get rid of these. Somebody's gonna collect all these wins. You watch. Ooh, very nice. Quint line number 1, 3, 4, 5 right there. And what's nice about that is if it didn't work out for any reason, it can be a mixed suit run, or a 2-suit run. And I might want to keep that 2 for that reason. 2 dot, 3 dot, 4 bam, 5 bam if I get them. I don't know if I can keep it. Let's see. I am not going to think about 2025. So I guess I'll get rid of the 2 crack. Ooh. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, here
Courtesy
we go.
pass.
I definitely want to try that quint hand. Maybe we'll make it happen.
Flower.
Nope. All right, so we need a pair for the flowers at some point, hopefully.
3 bam.
Get rid of all the wins first. Let me see.
East.
Yeah,
Soap. East. 9 crack.
that's what I need.
North. West.
And I need at least 2 here right now.
3 bam. 2 dot.
Whoa, whoa. I can call all of that right now.
7 crack. 8 crack.
Holy,
9 dot. 1 dot.
that would be very pretty. Okay, so what am I going to get rid of here? So I was left with, okay, there's a 2 and a soap already out. I guess the 4 or 1, I don't remember which was left over after the Charleston now, so I'll just get them both out right now.
1 bam. Red. South. 4 dot. 4 crack. 2 crack. 7 crack. 6 crack.
Maybe a little joker bait, but I don't think so. Let's do the 4. 3, 4, 5.
4
Okay.
dot. 5 bam.
Oops, my mouse got
8
stuck.
crack. 4 dot.
Huh. So interesting. Good backup would be 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2 I got rid of, I think, earlier. That 2, 3, 4, 5. I mean, I don't know if anybody else is using the 5 cracks at this point, but I might need to keep a backup in hand. So we can, and I also have 3, 4, 5 mixed suit run, line 3B, and then line 2B, possibly 2 dot, 3 dot, 4 bam, 5 bam. I don't know.
Soap. 1 dot. 3 bam. West. 8 dot. Call, south.
Pretty pure Kong. No jokers there.
6 bam. Soap, north. Red. 3 crack.
Oh, 2, 3, 4.
1 bam. 9 dot. 5 crack.
Oh, I gotta call it. This is like one of those crazy things where I would never want to put up all those jokers, but I have to. We're gonna find out who's got those 5 cracks. I have to call it. It doesn't make, or do I want to hold off for 1? That's 1 less joker. Maybe that makes more sense and use this here or here. That would be the more, I don't know if I want to call it advanced strategy, but it is kind of that. No, I don't want to wait because then I have to depend on getting another joker or a 5. So I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it for a quint. Line 1, quints.
Call. 4 dot. 2 bam.
Let's see how quickly they go.
Joker swap, 8
More
bam.
quints.
Call, north. North. 2 dot. 1 dot. 9 crack.
Oh,
6 bam, east. 2 crack.
give me a 3 or a
South.
4, please.
2 bam. 3 crack. 2 crack. 4 crack. Green, call, 7 crack.
1 joker available there.
9 dot. Joker swap, 4 crack.
Ah,
3 bam. Joker swap, 5 dot.
all right, my jokers are gone. Oh well.
1 crack. 6 crack.
6 dots. So, there's no 6 dots out. We're at 39 tiles. We have a whole third of the game left. I mean, if I hold on to it, it gets hotter and hotter and hotter. If I want to make this hand, I get it out now. If I give Mahjong, I give Mahjong. But if I keep holding it any longer, it just gets hotter. So I hope it's not Mahjong.
6 dot, south. 6 crack. 1 crack. 1 crack. 8 crack. 6 crack. 6 dot.
2 dots, I'll go next.
9 dot. 7 dot. Call, 5 bam.
Okay, so now we have 7, 8. So 7, 8 with the pung of 7s. 4, 5, 6, 7, no, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pung Kong, Pung Kong. Is there another thing it can be with the pung and then a Kong in consecutive? I don't think so. I think that's it. 5, 6, 7, 8.
8 crack.
Oh, wait a minute. It could also be line 5. 5, 6, 7, 8. Flower 6, 7, 8 with the matching dragons.
Soap. 5 bam. 3 crack. 1 bam.
Oh, 2 reds are out. He's got 3 greens up. Is he needing this? No, probably not with the 4 soaps out. So I think we're okay. Oh no, he could be using it for the news hand. Shoot.
Red. 3 dot.
Okay. Pung.
Call. 2 dot. 7 dot. 1 crack. 9 bam. Call, flower.
Oh darn.
Red.
1 tile too short.
West.
So he's got nines and the dragon. So 5, 7, 9, third line down. Or it could be the consecutive run line 5 as well.
Yay.
Yeah, yay is will I make it? 17 tiles left. Nobody's going to throw me my Mahjong tile
2.9
because
crack.
it is obvious what I'm playing. More than obvious.
East.
Yes, I have to pick my own Mahjong.
2 crack.
Oh, shoot. It's Amistad's Mahjong. Almost certainly is. Oh,
Go for it.
I know I'm going to go for it. I have to go for it. So if I was playing with my friends, I could still take a chance. There's 3, 5 dams out, number one. So is he playing 7, 8, 9 consecutive run 7, 8, 9 rather than 5, 7, 9? Let's see. The eights are over. The eights are gone. So it can't be 7, 8, 9. It could be 5, 7, 9. 3, 5 dams are out. But he took jokers, didn't he? I'm gonna take a chance.
7 bam, west.
Ah,
7 bam. 1 bam.
Oh,
ah.
Mah Jongg.
Carol said fingers crossed. Woo-hoo. Oh, save the 2s, not the 5s. Okay. I don't know if I did what you wanted me to do, Carol, but it worked out no matter what. Okay, so that was pretty cool. Let's see. I got 50 points on that one. That wasn't bad. Amistad was doing the 7, 8, 9. Randy, there was 1 8 left. Remember you said the 8s were gone? So he was doing 7, 8, 9, but wow. And he had his pairs. He had the hardest part. And then Annie, pung pong, 5, 6, 7, 8, the same suit. And 2, 4, 6, 8, line 3 with Kurt and all those dragons. You had your competition there, Kurt, with Amistad had your greens. They were playing. Both needed the greens. Pretty cool. All right. Well, I guess we'll do it again. Why not? We have until 8:30.
First Charleston.
Any questions, by the way? We could take a 2-minute question if there's any questions anybody has about anything right now. If you think of anything. But let's sort by suit. No jokers. We have 2s, our pairs of 2s. That could be 20, 25, 2, 4, 6, 8. Any like numbers. We got some nice 2, 4, 6, 8s going on here. If I don't want to get rid of this, then I could do this. I actually don't even have to look in consecutive that much because I really do like my 2. I don't think the 20, 25. I mean, it could happen. I could get a soap. Could keep it as an option. So I think I'm going to do that. I'm not even going to look at consecutive run because I love what I got here. Well, 2, 4, 6, 8. Singles and pairs. Yeah, probably not going to be. Any like numbers with 2s? 2, 4, 6, 8. My favorite hand, line number 5. So I'm not going to even consider the 2025. So 2, 4, 6, 8, line 5. I have to keep all this. I know it looks like a far stretch, but I'm telling you, I make that hand a lot. Any like numbers with twos, I want to keep that. And then I want to keep everything. Okay, I want to keep everything, okay? I don't want to get rid of anything here. Shoot, I guess I'll keep the same suit, 2, 4, 6, 8, and do this one. Yeah. I knew I was going to get that. Look at all that 2025 I'm getting. I don't know. I kind of feel like I know I'm playing it really crazy here. I have more 2, 4, 6, 8 singles like this, but that's the same suit, so that won't work there. Oh my God, which way do I go? 2025 is just so pretty. It really is so pretty there. I don't know. I'm winging it right now, you guys. I'm telling you, I'm winging it.
Second
I'm not
Charleston.
sure what I know you don't want to hear me say, I don't know what I'm doing. 2, 4, 6. Again, with those twos. I got to stick in 2, 4, 6, 8, even though I am like not really wanting to do that. Okay, let's see. Twos, like numbers with twos. I'm holding on to that darn red. 2, 4, 6, 8, twos, fours. Ooh, I don't know. It's got to be this one. I honestly,
Courtesy pass.
uh, now I have the singles and 2, 4, 6, 8. I knew that was going to happen. I just had that feeling I was going to get it. Not that I won't get 2 cracks. I could definitely get that. I could get more sixes, and I could do it with sixes. I'm going to keep everything except for one.
1 dot.
All right. Well, what am I playing? I'm playing something in 2, 4, 6, 8. It looks like it could be like numbers with twos, but I am honestly not
5 crack. 7
thinking it's.
dot. Soap. 8 bam.
I had so much in the 2025
7 bam. 4
category except
bam.
for soaps. I could have just gone with all that and hoped I got some soaps.
South. 5 dot. 9 crack. 7
Let's see
dot.
what happens.
2 dot. 3 dot. 9 bam. 7 crack.
I mean, honestly, I could do the singles and pairs if I get the dragons line too.
5 dot. 6 bam. 1 dot. 8 crack. Call. South.
Ooh, now we know I have somebody in my category, but what is she playing?
8 dot. 9 dot. 5 bam. 4 dot. 6 dot.
Mhm. Okay. Challenging. But I really want the hand to be this way. Line number 5, 2, 4, 6, 8, missing so many flowers. But that's how I really want it to be. And then this here as well could be line number 1A through line number 1A, 5. And this here is 4. If I said 5 before, I made a mistake. I will get rid of the
4
4.
bam. 7 dot. 2 crack.
That's what I need.
7 bam.
So he's got 3/8 up there, so I got to be very mindful of that.
5 bam. 5 dot. 7 crack. Joker swap. 9 dot.
And there it goes. I can't do the hand that way. So I'm going to have to, let's see, any like numbers with twos is a possibility. 2, 4, 6, 8, 1 suit. 2, 4, 6, 8. How many sixes went out in the cracks and bams? None. Okay. All right.
3 crack.
We'll
3
just see.
bam.
I'm hoping that I can
3
get
crack.
something happening
1
here.
crack.
Twos with the reds in the middle. Flowers. The second hand from the bottom is also a possibility. And that means the 4 is going to go.
4 crack. South. 2 crack. North.
Second hand from the bottom, 2, 4, 6, 8.
Like on bottom.
Any like bottom too, but any like concealed bottom, but second hand from the bottom, 2, 4, 6, 8 as well. Yeah. I guess I'm
6
gonna have
crack.
to go
3
with
dot.
that.
North. East.
Okay, I need that.
6 bam. West. 7 bam. 3 bam. 9 crack. 4 crack. Green. Call. 2 bam.
Well, I'm gonna call it because I just need one more good pick after that to call the red. So I don't know if I have a competitor with Kurt, but I'm gonna call it for a Kong.
Call. 8 dot. 3 bam.
Second
5
hand from
bam.
the bottom, 2, 4, 6, 8.
4
We're
bam.
committed.
East. 5 crack. 8 dot. 5 dot.
Gotta get that
8
out.
bam. West. Joker swap. 1 crack. 3 dot. 4 crack. 3 dot. 9
Come
bam.
on, let's get lucky.
9 crack. 4 crack. 4 bam. 9 bam. 9 crack. 7 crack. Soap. 6 dot.
Oh my God, we're in the end game already.
East. 1 dot. 4 dot. 4 dot. 7 crack.
Uh,
6 dot. 6 crack. 6 dot. 8 dot.
8 bams. 1, 2. 2 are out. Here, west. Let's see, do we have anything on this that has nothing up? How many west? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay.
West. 9 bam. 5 crack. 3 bam.
14 tiles left. My.
8 bam. 1 dot. North. 6 crack.
All right, now we have to pay attention. 1 crack. 2. This is the third one. Probably okay. 7 dots. 1. Only 1 7 dot out. 2 7 dots out. 4 dot. I know that went out recently.
4 dot. Joker. Joker. 6 crack.
Okay, so Kurt is the only one who didn't break his hand up so far. At least that's what we're assuming.
7 dot. Joker. Joker. 8 bam.
That's it. Oh my goodness, one tile left. Everybody broke their hand up.
1 crack. Joker. Wall game.
Everybody broke except for Kurt. You see next to the line, it says I broke up my hand. So let's see who was holding. Oh, the 2 dot went out and I didn't.
Yes, long time.
Oh, geez. I didn't even know that. I mean, I missed it. Winds and Dragons, line 4 for Kurt. News with the news. Okay, this wasn't coming. I mean, it was nice, but and then 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 consecutive run line 4. But they got rid of lots of jokers. Everybody. So and then 1, 2, 3 line 2 Winds and Dragons with the green. So they were competing with each other, Amistad and Kurt. Whoa. All right, let's play one more really quick one.
First Charleston.
Try to go through this one quickly. 1 joker. We've got 4s. That was a really kind of frustrating hand there with all those 2, 4, 6, 8s and nothing really materializing. Okay, so 4s, like numbers with 4s? No. 2, 4, 6, 8 again? Yes. And then we have all these pretty 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. So let's see about keeping some run stuff like 2, 3, and thinking 4, 5. That could be a possibility right there. We could maybe keep the 1 as well. I don't know that it's going to be that necessary. Maybe not. Maybe we need to do this to mix it up a bit. All right, we'll try this. Lots of 2, 4, 6, 8. Let's see, 2, 3, 4, 5 we were talking about. But that's going to get us away from 2, 4, 6, 8 completely. Like numbers with 8s is very pretty right here too. So I don't think I'm going to do that. Mix that up there. A low end with high ends. Wow, all these 2, 4, 6, 8s. I got pretty tiles and like numbers with 8s. I certainly do have it. All right, we're going to continue for sure. And here is like numbers with 8s right there. Sitting very pretty if I get some flowers. As far as my favorite hand, line 4, I could do the 2, 4, 6, 8 with cracks and 8s for the other suits, 8 dots and 8 bams. I am going to
Second
continue.
Charleston.
I'm going to do this. And then this, so I don't have to worry too much about it. Yay. And then this.
Courtesy pass.
Oh, I was hoping I would have gotten a different, let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, and 2s. I don't think I need that. 2, 4, 6, 8. No, I don't need it. So I'm going to get rid of it. What about the bottom concealed hand? 2, 4, 6, 8. No, I'm not going to look at that. Well, for my favorite hand, I have 3 of the singles, line 4 of 2, 4, 6, 8. I could keep an eye on that. as well as any like numbers with eights. Line 1, maybe it could be line 2, it could be line 3.
East.
That's
4
what's
bam.
nice about that any like number section. It could be all of those hands.
Soap. 6 crack.
That I would have liked. And I did pass one of these in the Charleston, so I'll get it out.
2 dot. Green. 3 crack. 7 bam. 7 bam. 1 dot. 1 dot. Green.
2 greens.
7 dot. Call. 2 bam.
7 dot. Didn't Annie call that? She's been playing those 7 dots quite a
5
bit.
bam.
I don't need it, but I'll do the
7
7
bam.
I guess.
Soap. South. 8 crack.
Wow. 2, 4. 2, 4, and then 6, 8. I might need to save those. Get rid of the 4s instead. So these would be a little more valuable if I were to get 6 dots for 2, 4, 6, 8, pong, 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 line 1B. So I think I'm going to get rid of the 4 dot.
4 dot. 7 crack. 5 crack. Call. 8 bam.
No jokers up there. 8 p.m. I would need a pair for any like numbers, so I got to keep my eye on that.
3 bam. 5 dot.
For line 1 anyway, rather.
5 bam. 1 dot.
Okay.
4 dot. 6 dot. 2 crack.
I'm not going to commit to 2, 4, 6, 8, line 1B anyway at this point. Not even a possibility to do that without any 6 dots at this point. Maybe next
3
time. I
bam.
don't know. There's only one left. Wow. Any like numbers is very pretty, I do have to say, but 2 greens have gone out. If I wanted to use those 8s as my pair for line 1, you need to protect the pair for sure. But I think I am going to get rid of the 2 and the 4. I'm going to keep an eye on any like numbers, either line 1, 2, or 3. I still could do line number 4 of 2, 4, 6, 8. There's a remote possibility that could happen. Let's see what
2
goes on.
crack. 5 dot. Soap. 9 dot.
That's getting to look even better,
4 crack. North.
actually. 2, 4, 6, 8. Line 4 just got better looking.
South.
Uh-oh. My mouse is getting a little weird.
West. 3 dot. Call. Green.
Okay, we have a joker exchange here as well. There's the 3rd green.
West. East. 5 dot. 6 crack.
Oh, I need that for that 2, 4, 6, 8 if I wanted to play that. Oh, second one out. So I have 2 more chances.
1 dot. South. 4 bam. 1 bam. East. East.
There it is. That kind of made my decision in a way. But I need one more good pick to call the flower or the 8 bam. Or do I want to say, let's see how many I have. I have 3 discards here. If I were to play, oh, I wish I didn't have to be in this situation right now. I really do. because the any like numbers is really nice as well. Holy moly. See, 3 greens have gone out. 1 8 bam has gone out. If I wanted to, God, I wish I had gotten that other 8 dot like right away. That would have been so great because I would play line 2 in a heartbeat. Oh, I do. I guess I'm going to try. Oh, 3 soaps are out. Yeah, I only need 1 soap, Carol, for line 1. I only need 1 soap. I'm thinking of any like numbers line 1. My big concern is the pair, which I would rather it be the bam, which means I need both of these. And that leaves myself really vulnerable where the 2, 4, 6, 8 hand, you know, I got my singles and I don't need to worry about another a pair. Nobody. I think I'm going to, since only 1, there's no reds out, I'm going to get the red out. And we're just going to try it. 2, 4, 6, 8.
Red call, north.
Okay, so there we go. I guess maybe I would have had to really stick to that if I figured out that he was doing that. That's nice. Okay, we are on line 4, 2, 4, 6, 8. That's it, committed.
8 crack, green. Red. North. Joker swap.
Yeah, Amistad, may I have your joker, please?
Soap.
Oh,
West.
this hand came in pretty
6
nice, I have
crack.
to say.
North.
Flower, an 8 bam, or a joker will give me Mahjong. So
2 crack, 4 bam. 5 bam. 5 dot. 4 dot. 6 bam. 8 bam.
there we go.
Mah Jongg.
Okay, what a nice way to end the evening. Woohoo! That was a good night. I didn't win them all, but at least I won a few. Not bad. I hope you had fun tonight, everybody. I appreciate everybody watching. We had a really nice big audience on YouTube watching as well. Thank you for the new watchers, the new viewers. And if you're watching the replay back once it gets uploaded and you're not a subscriber to my YouTube channel, please consider subscribing. Click the bell so you get notifications of when I go live and when I post new content. Give me a thumbs up, leave me a comment, all that good stuff. Until I see you again, practice, practice, practice. And please join me on Sunday nights for Sunday night signees. Good night, everybody. And thank you so, so much for your help. It's been a really fun night. Bye.